Hello, model class receiving students and teachers. Thank you. You take your seats. Right, in our last lesson, we were on what is energy, and you had to put your ideas together by brainstorming on energy. Okay, I've marked most of your work. I hope the receiving students, teachers, you have done that for your students as well. Let's hear from one student in class to tell us what he or she has written. Okay, Anna Lolo, give us your definition for energy.
Energy is a source that is needed by humans, plants, and animals. Living things get their energy from eating food.
All right, good. And Lolo's idea or her own definition in her own words about energy. Now, class, what's this word together? Energy. All right, let's say it again. Energy. All right, so we looked at energy in our previous lesson. All right, and during your brainstorm exercise, some of you wrote about strength. You listed strength, work, or eating food, right? Another word that we must always remember when we talk about energy. Class, what is this word? Work. Again? Work. All right, work. Scientists say that energy is needed to make things move, or it's the ability to do work. So another word that relates to energy, what is this word, class? All right, movement or move. Anything that moves has energy, right? And we also looked at our summary that says that, class, let's read together. Okay, no life and no movement. So do you think energy is important? All right, energy is important. That is why you are here, seated, ready to learn. Let's go on to what we have for today's lesson. Our strand is science in the home. Substrand, using energy in the home. And our outcome is 6.3.3, identify and describe the sources and the types of energy. Right, our topic for today's lesson, class, let's read together. Again.
The main source of energy.
Right, I'd like you to write the topic down, the main sources of energy. I'm going to give you 1 minute to read through the instructions of today's lesson, receiving students and the model class. You silently read and try to understand what you will be doing in today's lesson. Not loud, please.
In group.
Individually by yourself, not in class.
In groups.
All right, are we finished? Any questions from the class? Receiving students, if you have questions relating to your activity instruction for today, please tell your teacher. Hands up if you don't understand what is written. All right? No hands up telling me that you all know what to do. I'd like you to now copy this table into your exercise book.
Alison, how come you're dealing with Alison?
Copy the table. We're still waiting for Luna. Jason, where is your table? Use the edge of your book. Your Bible. Put it straight. All right, let's see how many of us have finished copying the table. Receiving students, I hope you have done that as well. Right, the table shows two columns. Okay, you can see the first column, we have numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, and under that we have source of energy. The next column, examples of how energy is supplied. Right, I'll take you back to our summary for the last lesson to help you complete the table. The summary of our last lesson reads, without energy there will be no life and movement. We have a question there, where is the source of energy? Where do you think energy is coming from? Or what is the main source of energy? Don't tell me, you think about it because you are going to discuss in your groups. You have already read the first instruction of discussing and listing down the main sources of energy. Imagine if there is no life, no movement. Some people will say, energy stop, now you may stop. So what does that mean? Where is the source? Where does energy come from? Don't tell me, you discuss among yourselves, and there are many different sources of energy, but we have some, maybe I'll give you a clue, in nature that we can find around us or see or feel. Right, so I will leave that statement there, or that short sentence of our last lesson, and you now complete the table. You think of at least 4 sources of energy, and you give examples of how energy is supplied from that source, or where is energy coming from. You also go back to what you have done in your last lesson by brainstorming, and also your discussion with your group members. Okay, so if where is the source of that sound? Where is it coming from? Where is it coming from? Pen is the source of that sound, okay? I'm just giving you an example to get you. So, what did you write? Okay, good. That's all. You must discuss, and all of you must write the same in your book, because you will use this to present. Okay, sound like this one, that's good. So the plants, and what do the plants do? Okay, write it down. Okay, good. All the group members must have the same answer, because you will be presenting one of them. Okay, have we started? Good. What you have on your book, you share it with your group members. And give an example of how this thing here is supplied. How is it used by us, or by plants, or by animals? How do we use it? Okay? Vanessa, did we think of one? Vanessa, your group members? Not yet. Come on, think. What is the main source of energy? What are some main sources? Maybe in nature, or you can see around you. Now you have energy to write. Where is it coming from? You have energy to come to school. Where is that energy coming from? Okay, good. Did we list one already? What did you write? Not yet. You think about yourself here now, sitting on your desk, writing, talking, laughing. Where did it come from? What is the starting point of it to what you are now sitting here writing? Who is giving you that energy to sit and think and write? Good, where did we start? All right, okay, give some examples of how these things are used. How are they used? Or okay, good. So now, how are they used to give us energy? How do they supply energy? Okay, did we think of one already? Yes. Okay. Complete it. Complete that. What? You eat anything? What's the main thing that you eat? Right, source can mean the starting point or origin. Where did it come from? What is the main source? Okay. Good. I'm not saying what I have seen on your books are wrong, they're okay. It's just some more information on the meaning of the word source. Okay, good. Last one. Okay, are we sharing with what's our friend's name? Alison, boys. Alison, I think you move closer and see what the boys are doing. Did you discuss with her? You boys are. Come on. We are all sharing together. We work as a group, not one by one. Maybe one by one will come. When time for working one by one, you can work on your own. But now you share. All right, I am going to stop you very shortly. Receiving students, I hope you are working well with your teacher and sharing your answers with your group members. Yes, some things in nature. Still thinking, okay, what do you, before you came to school, what did you do? You had your breakfast, so you what? Ate. Okay, where did that, what do we call that thing in general? Starting with F. Okay, that's the source. It started there, that's why you are here. Give an example of food. How does it supply us energy? Okay, that's one. All right. Number two, what else? It's because we said no life. There'll be no life. Without energy, there'll be no life. What is one thing? Like we sleep, we wake up because why do plants grow? Why do they grow? Yes, energy. Where do they get the energy from? Right there, you see there's some. Let me see, believe this. Okay, good. That's all right. We're just putting our ideas together. You're going to tell me, not me to you. You're going to teach me. Tell me. Yeah. So don't think that what you're writing is wrong. It's we will learn together. All right. Let's see if we have finished. Maybe 3 will do. 3 is better than 1. If you have listed 3 sources with the examples, good. Okay, I'm waiting for the model class to stop talking before we correct our work. I know you're excited about your answers, but let's see if we can learn from each other by keeping the noise down. All right. Looking around, many of you have listed down 1, 2, and 3, maybe 3 sources of energy with the examples. Receiving students, I hope you have done that. And we will now correct our exercise together on the chart. All right, let's settle down, class. And the group that is ready, I'd like you to come up to the whiteboard and you will write only 1. Choose 1 from your group's discussion and write your answer on the chart. Right, let's not waste time. Whoever is ready, which group is ready, just choose 1 and come up. Thank you. Make your way up, 4 groups. I have 4 markers here with 4 main sources of energy, and you will write the examples. come up and write your answer down, please. All right, class. Rodney has something to write on, so let's see what he has. Quickly, Rodney. Rodney wants to correct the word breathe. Thank you. B-R-E-A-T-H. Okay, class, hands up if you don't agree, receiving students, with what is written on the chart from the selected groups that came up to write the answer. Hands up if you agree with food. Put your hands up if your group agree with food is the main source of energy. Good, receiving students. Yes, if you have food, give yourself a tick. We eat food to get energy or by consuming food. All right, next one, water. Hands up if you have water and you agree with water. Good, hands down, receiving students, good on you. That's the main source of energy, which is water, and we drink water to give us energy. Okay, does water give energy to other things as well? All right, yes, in our next lessons we will learn more about that. Sunlight, hands up. Let's see how many groups have sunlight written as the main source of energy, or sun. If you have sun or sunlight, that's still all right, that's good. Plants take in sunlight to give them energy to grow and make food for us, and we indirectly receive energy from the sunlight by eating the plants. And last one, air can also, you can also write wind, W-I-N-D, right? Air is also one main source of energy, and we breathe air to live, and also wind can help to blow things to move, like a sailing boat or a sailing canoe. The wind has the energy to make that boat or sailing canoe to move. All right, with that, class, I want you to give yourself, receiving students, a big clap. 1, 2. Good. We have only 3 summary points. Energy is needed to do work, so work is done when things move. The sun is the main source of energy. And last one, all living things need energy. So you now know that in some countries, because the sun is the main source of energy, people worship the sun, but not in PNG. Right, with that class, our key phrase for today's lesson, sun, the main source of energy. Next lesson, we will be looking at firewood and fossil fuels, materials needed, pictures of oil ridges or other pictures that relate to energy. With that, thank you class for participating in today's lesson.
Thank you.